I've got someone coming to pick that up, that stupid Dyson up in a minute. But while I'm waiting for them to come pick up, I just put this pallet truck in here. I'm going to deliver this pallet truck to some, well, only what sounded on the phone like a kid. He sounded well young on the phone, but so hopefully he's not going to be a time waster, because I said I weren't going to deliver it. I said I can't really deliver this, you know, but he said, oh, well, I've got no transport, so can you please deliver? So I was like, alright, if you're definitely going to have it and you're not going to turn around and say, oh, I don't want it, so I've got to come back, I'll deliver it. So put this in here, ready to go. As soon as the guy turns up to pick that up, I'll be gone. Well, I've just got back from Dagenham, all the way in Dagenham. I always said I avoid places like that, and it was horrible, horrible. Anyway, the guy weren't a kid. He must have been about 20, but he just had a really like kid's voice, really soft and smooth voice. Yeah, he's just gonna fix it up, that pallet truck. I also managed to get rid of that the DC-07, the white one. Got rid of that, as I said, he'd come and pick that up. But he also took the DC-27. He took the DC-27 as well. I just said it won't turn on, man. I think there's something wrong with the motor. And he went, alright, I'll have that, because he buys and fixes them. He's in the Hornchurch or somewhere. So I was like, brilliant. I'll try and cover up his number. The guy that bought the pallet truck literally just now sent me a text message. You probably heard it. Will it definitely work once the oil is put in and the wheels are sorted out? Well, with all due respect, how am I supposed to know that? I sold it as it needs work. It doesn't work, it needs work. It obviously needs oil in it because it wouldn't pump. And the wheels were, well, he said he's bought new wheels anyway for £2. So it doesn't matter, he's bought new wheels. And he said he's bought automatic transmission fluid, which is what it should go in it, really, in the little pump truck. So really, well, I don't know. I sold it as it doesn't work to be fixed up, so I don't know why he's asking me that, but I don't know. I'll just reply with, I don't know. I've got a funny feeling there might be a bit of a backlash with this one. I think he might cause a bit of trouble, unfortunately. But well, I sold it in good faith, so that's all I can do. On my way home though, I got my little light come up, if we can get a focus on it. My little service light came on, and it said top up engine oil level. Now this has happened this happens with this van. It's overdue a service as it is. I mean, I always say to everyone, and I'm being is it hypocritical? I think that's the word here, because I always say do a service every 6 months. You know, service every 6 months, near enough regardless of the mileage, and you'll be safe. Well, this is well over 6 months now. We're talking about maybe 10 months since I've done the service, which isn't that bad. I don't know how many miles I've done since the last service. I've done a fair few miles, you know, in total, 184,450. But I don't know how many miles since the last service, to tell you the truth. But it doesn't smoke, it doesn't use a lot of oil. Every now and again it will just come up saying top up the level. So good job I keep a bit of oil in the van, isn't it? Bloody windy out here today. Hopefully, I've got a funny feeling you ain't going to hear anything but wind, but we'll give it a go. Windy, man. Everything's been blown over. That'll be a test of my microphone. Blimey. Anyway, this is why I always keep spare oil. You know, I think I've mentioned it the other day in a video about the oil. Keep spare oil at 530. That's exactly what we want, bit of 530. I'm going to have to use both fans. I haven't got a funnel and it's bloody windy where I've had to park up, so I'm not going to about film it, but let's get it put in. Need a bit of rag, so I can wipe the dipstick and wipe up any spillage. There's going to be some spillage, it's inevitable. So we've got a bit of tissue, so let's go and put some oil in it, shall we? Now, the problem is, you know, when you're buying something that is sold as being not working, you're taking a risk. You are taking a risk, but some people don't seem to understand that. And you know, you say, oh, I'm selling this because it needs to be fixed. You know, I'm selling it as broken. You need to fix it. Don't know what's wrong with it, but you need to fix it. And then afterwards, you know, it might be the next day or the day after, or even just after you've left or after they've left and picking it up, they're like, oh, it doesn't work, or I'm not able to fix it, I want my money back. Well, that ain't how it works. I'm not a shop. Horses going down the old manor-way there. It's funny, they have to put a bloody sign up now, same for the horses. Oil level is now correct. If it will focus before the message goes away. No, didn't. But oil level is now correct. We're all happy and dappy. I'm going to have to give it a service though. It is well overdue a service, man. The old diesel filter's blocked up as well. I can tell that just by how it drives. It is important to think about, if you're ever out and about, say you're out and about like I was, and all of a sudden it comes to your attention that your car or vehicle, if you're American, needs some oil. And you might have some oil, but it might not be the right oil. Or you might be able to get hold of some oil, but it might not be the right oil that your engine usually needs. But you've got to think, if you're only putting enough in to top it up, it's not the end of the world, and it isn't going to cause any damage if you do put the wrong weight oil in it. You know? If you're supposed to take 530, but you can only get up some 1540, get hold of some 1540, it ain't going to hurt putting the 1540 in, you know, and the other way around as well. If you meant to take 1540, but you can only get 530 or 540 or whatever, any oil is better than having none, or potentially not enough to lubricate the engine in the way that it needs, especially if you're going on a longer journey. Now, there's a lot of people that I can think of now in the past, you know, in real life, plus also in a few videos that I've watched, where this is brought to their attention. They need to put some oil in their engine, so they then leave their car at the side of the road and walk off to a shop to buy the right oil, even though that they had some oil in the boot of their car that they could have put in, which is ridiculous, man. You know, stick that oil in and then just go and do an oil change later on. If you've recently had a service, you shouldn't be needing to put any oil in anyway. So if your oil is low, the chances are you are needing a service anyway. So it's not the end of the world. You know, it's all about just using your brain and just thinking. And don't panic is the key. A lot of people panic. Oh no, I need oil, and it's got to be the right oil. Otherwise it won't work. It'll blow up. Then I'll be in trouble. Wrong. It'll blow up if you don't have any oil in it. It won't blow up if you put oil in it. Same for if you're supposed to take non-synthetic or fully synthetic or part synthetic, it doesn't matter. It won't matter. As long as you top the oil up to a level what's safe, it won't matter. Honestly, just don't panic about it. That guy hasn't got back to me yet. Well, after he asked me if it would definitely work, that pump truck would definitely work after he puts oil in it. I said, I think so, man, because they're good old things, you know, they're just quite old, and old things are built sturdy. He didn't seem to have a clue really, and about what things are. So I was telling him how it is, and I said things are built sturdy, and if you think about it, there's not a lot to go wrong. It's just a hydraulic pump, a manual hydraulic pump with a piston in it, and you pump it, and it pumps the piston up, and you pull the trigger, and it lets the pressure out to go down again. The only thing really is the seals. The seals are gone. You know, you have to replace the seals and it won't pump. But he's bought new wheels, he's bought oil, and, you know, it cost him about, what did he say, 8 quid or something, for 2 quid for the wheels and some £4 or whatever for the oil. So we all know how much automatic transmission all costs. I've got a bit of it in here somewhere, wherever it's gone. I had a bit of ATF. Oh, here we go, look. I've got a couple of bottles of it, in fact. I could have sold my bottle, couldn't I? Is this it? Car lube. EP75 W90, but I didn't think about it, so that's why I didn't say that I've got some here. But it doesn't matter because I wanted to give it to him for free. He made me go and deliver the bloody thing, for God's sake. I had to go all the way to Dagenham. That's about an hour and... well, no, it's not that. What am I chatting about? It's about... for me to go to Dagenham, it was about a 40-minute drive. And it's a Sunday, so there's no traffic. So he made me deliver it, so I wasn't going to say, oh look, I'll give some free oil. What am I, cherry? What I've got to get rid of is these tyres. P255 65 R16. Need to get rid of those. Rhodian. There's nothing wrong with them. They've got plenty of life left in them yet. These are good ones. They're all good. I've got 4 of them. Another one there. That's a brand new one, that one. Because I fitted that, bought that one when one of them had a puncture. So they've all got plenty of tread left on them. Just need to get rid of them because they're sitting around here and I don't know where to store them. Same as these other ones here. These come off the Jag. Brand new. They're only on for a little while before. Well, I'm a bit picky and it needed back tyres on it. And I couldn't find these ones. So I just had to buy 4 tyres. So I've got 2 front ones. Look, they're not even anywhere near the wear bars. The wear bars are down in there. So there's nowhere near the wear bars. They're both plenty of life left on them, so they need to go. No one seems to want them. They're on Spock. I've still got this bustler thingy from whenever it's meant to be from, 1920 or something. Still got this here. I think I'm going to sell it. If anyone wants to buy it. I've run out of storage space, so I can't store it. The loft is full up with vacuum cleaners and other things, Kirby's mainly, but I haven't got any place to store this. So if anyone wants to buy it, come on, let's get focus on the old rating plate. You know you want to, come on. No, got the wrong settings here. But anyway, yeah, if you want to buy it, it does work. The bag is hanging off. The little clip thing is there that goes on top of the bag. So yeah, nothing wrong with it. It's just very old. I really want to have a bit of fun with the microwave. Put some stuff in it and make it blow up again, but I haven't really got anything to put in the bloody thing. I don't really know what I can microwave. This microwave's alright. The other one I chucked away because that was well gone. That one was. I put so much in it, it weren't. Every time I turned it on, it caught fire, so it weren't no good. But I want to put something in this one and make it go bang. Got this Castle Link programming wire kit, as they call it. I used it once on the flux, but when I had it, and then when I went and sold the flux, I forgot to ask whether we wanted this or not. But it doesn't matter because I programmed it to be optimum. You know, I programmed it to be its best. So that's going up for sale.